Hi guys, it's Arabella, and tonight The Legend of Korra is ending, and the entire Avatar series is ending. I mean, they say it's for good. I don't know. So I'm making a goodbye to Korra video because this show has like really meant a lot to me throughout my whole life, and this video is going to get really emotional, and I'm sorry for whatever happens during I'm okay. It's gonna be emotionally messy. I'm sorry. That's just gonna happen. Anyway, so lots of people sent in questions, so I'm gonna be answering them for the video. And yeah, and then I'm going to just go through those, kind of go in depth on some of the questions, and be a fucking loser. Okay, so the first question is, how long have you been in the Korra fandom? How did you find the show, and when did you first start watching Korra? Well, I've been in the Avatar fandom since I was 7 years old. That was my favorite show when I was 7. My dad would record it for me and my brother on the TV, and that was like when TVs first started being able to record shows, and it was like a huge deal that we could do that. And like I remember we made my dad get Netflix when we were like 10 years old because Netflix had Avatar on it, and that was like a really big deal to us. And so I've been part of this fandom since I was 7, and now I'm 16. So that's a really long time, actually. And I found Korra because I remember this moment so well. It's like I really like macaroni and cheese. Anyway, so I was in my kitchen making macaroni and cheese, and this is before I moved. Like, this is like in my old house. Anyway. Okay, you guys didn't even know I moved. Anyway, and I remember my brother in my old house, like the family room and the kitchen were like connected like by a very long hallway. So if you were watching TV in like the living room, then it would like float down the hallway to the kitchen and be like really loud in the kitchen. Anyway, so I was I was making food in the kitchen, and I hear my brother like watching some sort of show on Nickelodeon. I don't know what it was. And like I go in, I was like kind of pissed off. Like I had like the milk in my hand for the macaroni and cheese, and I was like, "Oh my god, Nicholas, shut the fuck up!" And then he's like, "Okay, God," and he like starts turning it down. And then the first trailer for the Legend of Korra series was like Aang and Katara and all this shit, and I was like, "No, no, no, turn it back up." And he's like, "Okay, like, hey, didn't do that." Anyway, and like I saw it, and then when I saw that like there would be another avatar and that she was a girl, I legitimately dropped the milk and started crying. And like it was like, what the fuck is wrong with this chick? And anyway, it was God. It was like a really long time ago. And so I first started watching like right when it came out. I was there for the premiere. I didn't have a Tumblr yet. I was in 7th grade and I didn't have a Tumblr, even though I got a Tumblr because of Korra, because I remember like after the first episode I was like, "Oh my god, Korra's like my life. I'm Korra sexual, like marry me." And this is back when I thought I was straight, which is a hilarious time period in my life because I don't even know like what the fuck I was thinking. Anyway, and I remember googling like pictures of Korra so that I could like plaster them on my walls, which I did. And like there's some of here of her. Anyway, and like it linked to Tumblr, and I was like, "Oh my god, this place has so many pictures of Korra, and this is a great source for all my Korra needs. So I'm gonna join." Oh my god, my first URL was like the most fucking stupid thing I've ever seen in my life, and like we're like here 3 years later, almost 4 years later, because I'm 16, not 12, like I was when I made my blog. Okay. Next question. Out of Korra's entire wardrobe, which outfit is your favorite? I love the first season's outfit, but I really like this season's outfit because, like, you know, the arm things, like, go all the way up to here. Like, love those. I'm gonna try and cosplay that this summer because, God, the arm things, like, moment of silence. Oh, God. Okay. If Korra walked through the door right now, what would you say to her after screaming and crying tears of joy and getting weak in the knees? I don't know when I would stop crying. I would ask her to marry me, probably. I just don't think I would ever, like, stop crying, so. Okay, since Legend of Korra started, what I can read. Accomplishments have you made that you think Korra would be proud of? Okay, well, I stopped self-harming. I'm 230 days clean today, so yay. But I also started self-harming, like, in the 8th grade, so it's like, okay. But I stopped, and that's the, like, important thing, so. Okay, what's one thing that you and Korra have the most in common, besides being cute and flawless? Actually, like, I have so much in common with Korra. And that's, like, so important to me because, like, being able to, like, see someone, so much like myself, like, going through all these struggles and changing so much on TV has meant, like, so much to me because, like, me and Korra, we're both, like, hot-headed and we have tempers and we can be selfish, but, like, we really love other people and we try to put them first no matter what. And we're both, like, very out there and extroverted, and basically, like, I can't even think of a quality that Korra and I don't share. Like, even our flaws are the same, which... favorite element and why? I'd have to say it's a tie between firebending and waterbending because I feel like I'm a waterbender with a firebender personality. Like, I'm a very angry person. Like, not always, but kind of like Korra's angry. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person who should, like, I have a firebender's personality, but I should never be a firebender because, like, things would go to shit if that happened. So I think I'm, like, sort of like a waterbender with a firebender's personality, and I think waterbending's my favorite. What do you expect the next earthbender avatar in the cycle to be like? I don't know, and I don't think we're gonna have a series for them, and I kind of don't want to think about that. Like Korra's it for me, you know? Like, she's me and I'm her, and it's like, I don't want to think about, like, that being over. So, what's your favorite animal from the shows? Not a named one. I mean a species, like an armadillo bear or fire ferret. That was the question that they wrote. Flying bison. I want 30. I want 10. Okay, like, I want a lot of flying bison, and they're adorable and beautiful, and I just really love flying bison, and also if I could have a spirit animal pet, I would. Since Korra was loosely based off the Industrial Revolution, what other time period would you like to see depicted in the Avatar universe? Like, I don't know. Because I'm really, like, right now, I'm super into Korra AUs, like, Korra College AUs, like, right now. But none of those really have bending in them. It's just that I'm addicted to, like, the characters as a whole. I really don't know what... That's, like, a really good question, but I don't really know. What's your favorite moment from the series? Okay, this is gonna be a really long list because I don't really have one favorite moment. Korra's epic fight at the end of Season 2. Getting her avatar powers back at the end of Season 1. The I love you too moment with Mako. In, like, all of Book 4, like, legitimately, like, Korra hasn't had that much screen time in Book 4, which kind of, like, fucking pisses me off, like, to no end, but, like, any moment that she's been on in Book 4, I'm like, that's me! That's me. Because Korra's just, like, really important to me. And I'd say my favorite moment from the series is just, like, everything. I love that series, like, so much. And I answered that question only talking about The Legend of Korra. Okay. How has Korra changed your life? And, like, it's not just Korra that changed my life. It's, like, Avatar as a whole that changed my life. And I just, like, grew up with that show, and, like, it taught me who I am, like, today. And, like, being able to see myself in Korra, like, someone who I think is strong, and then being able to think, hey, maybe I'm strong too, has been, like, such a big deal to me for these 2 years. And because of Korra, like, I made a Tumblr, and I, like, honestly would have died without the people on Tumblr. And, I met some of, like, the most beautiful people I know in this entire world because of Korra. And I met all my best friends on Tumblr because of Korra. And this show just has really, really shaped me as like a human being. And it's been part of me growing up and part of my recovery, and it's given me a lot of people to call my family, because, like, I have family problems, and, like, the Legend of Korra has given me a family with, like, the fandom and all the people who have ever sent me a nice message because of Korra, and all those graphics, and feeling talented at writing because of that. And I want to say thank you to Korra, because it made me who I am. I'm a very, very different person from that 7th grader who dropped the milk because there was gonna be an avatar that was a girl. And I'm a very different person now, but I would not go back for anything. And I just want to say thank you to Korra, like, for my family, like, for the family that I chose, and the family that I was able to make of my own. And I love you guys so much, and I love Korra so much, and that's not gonna change that. Korra's ending, but my love for you guys and for Korra is not ending, and it'll never end. Because friendships can transcend lifetimes, and they can transcend TV series too. And I just want to say that I love you guys so much. Thank you.